Good morning. I'm sorry to interrupt all your fellowship. The buzz sounds so infectious and fun, but thank you so much for being with us this morning. This morning when I woke up, I heard the pitter-patter, the rain, and I thought, well, we're gonna have a great time anyway. Again, good morning. My name is Paul Manning. I have the pleasure of serving as the City of Richmond's Chief Service Officer. Welcome to the third annual Mayor's Day of Recognition for National Service. Give yourselves a round of applause. You know, it's not so much what this day is about, it's really who this day is about. And it's about you. And we thank you. Last night, I was up until about 11:30 or so watching the national basketball game, and I thought, and I thought, wow, millions of people are watching this game tonight, but tomorrow, meaning today, over 2,000 mayors are going to represent almost 150 million people as we value and celebrate national service. So, without further ado, because Mayor Jones has another appointment after this, I have the wonderful privilege and pleasure of introducing our incredible mayor of the City of Richmond, Mayor Dwight C. Jones. Give him a round of applause.
Well, good morning, everyone. I look forward every year to the opportunity to celebrate our service providers and to tell you, as I tell many people, that government cannot be accomplished by the bureaucracy alone, but it takes people who care about their community to get the job done. And so as I look into your faces today, I see the people who really bring character to the City of Richmond, the people who really make Richmond a vibrant, resurgent community, the people who really invest in doing the things that make Richmond work. I was talking to Councilman Angelesto today, and no service act is too small. And when he talked to me about taking stickers off of posts in Carytown, I said, well, that's taking it to a new level there. But at the end of the day, it certainly will add a different visibility in Carytown and provide a different kind of environment. And so I'm happy to be a part of the 2,600 mayors across the country who are participating in this event today. And I want you to know that your service has monetary value, because what you do, if we had to pay for it, would cost millions and millions of dollars. And so I want to congratulate all of those who are present here today, the various groups, for all that you do. And I know the secret to service. I know that when you serve, it really is to benefit others, but at the end of the day, when we serve, it really benefits us. It gives us a sense of accomplishment, a sense of involvement, a sense of being a part of the community. When you put a smile on somebody's face, when you brighten a neighborhood, when you change the environment in any small way, it makes this a better place to live. And so on behalf of the City of Richmond, let me be the first to commend you and thank you for what you have done and for what you will continue to do. And let's look for more projects like taking stickers off of poles in Carytown so that we can make Richmond an even greater city than it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Jones. You all, I think we take for granted whenever the mayor can come to an event. We think our lives are busy. Mayor Jones, we have no clue, right? We have no clue, so thank you for being here. And as Mayor Jones acknowledged Councilman Angelesto, we also have Councilwoman Ellen Robertson here, and she came a long way over mountains and snow valleys and across the street is where she lives. So, Councilwoman Ellen Robertson, please.
Good morning. Thanks, Paul. What a great day it is to have all of you wonderful volunteers of service in the Highland Park community. So this is my home, and I am so grateful to have you here. As Paul said, it is difficult sometimes getting across the street. Even Mayor Jones said to me this morning, gee, I beat you here. You had such a long ways to come. But I do live right across the street. I have lived in Highland Park for several years, and this is a fabulous community. And we have lots of people from the community that I see are here as well that are engaged in the volunteer services today. And so I just want the homegrown community folk kind of raise your hands and wave to folk for a little bit there. Yeah. You know, this is real special and personal to me. Before I served on city council, I moved into the Highland Park community and started a nonprofit organization for the purpose of addressing a lot of challenges that the community faced, specifically housing, and also working with the schools and the education and those kinds of things. And we started a nonprofit organization that was 100% owned and controlled by residents of the community. And a few years into that effort of helping people become first-time homeowners, AmeriCorps became a reality. And I was approached by the state to invite the AmeriCorps into the community. And we actually brought in 21 full-time AmeriCorps volunteers that did gardening, did educational supports for the kids, planted a lot of gateway projects in the neighborhood to spruce up the place, did a lot of work in housing, actually had farmers markets and vendors and so forth. So I know the labor that goes into this. I know the love that goes into this. And I also know the rewards. And as the mayor has said earlier, the smiles that are on our faces at the end of the day, when we've started out with a rugged old building, a porch that is falling down, a senior citizen that just does not have the resources to just keep their porches and so forth painted, and are always threatened by the code man that's going to show up and give them a citation, and they just don't know how to pull it together. When your beautiful faces show up just for the sake of being a help, I know you know what that's like because you've been doing this work for a while, but it means so much to community when we have a host of volunteers like you to come in. So I want to welcome you to Highland Park. I will also say to you, there are plenty homes in the Highland Park. If you're looking for a new place to live, we welcome you to stay. You don't have to leave. We can actually take care of that before the day is over. But enjoy your day and take a time to talk to the residents that you meet, and they with you as well. And you both share the blessings of the opportunity to share. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you. And again, if you've been a part of this event, obviously this is the third annual event. Last year we held this in the 5th district, and again, Parker Agelasto was the host, and the year before that we had it in the 7th. So the goal is each year to rotate around so people can get a sense of the entire Richmond community. And so again, it's just a pleasure being with you all. So many people to thank and acknowledge who helped to make this day possible, from Jennifer Swenson, Michael Winborn, so many, Amanda Healy, Debbie. So thanks again for making this happen. Next on the agenda we have Ms. Jacqueline Bishop. Jacqueline Bishop is the new acting Virginia State Program Director for the Corporation for National Community Service. Please welcome her to the podium.
Good morning. My, what an exciting day today. As Paul stated, over 2,600 mayors and elected officials across this country today will recognize the work and the value and the impact that national service volunteers are making. This is a great day today, and you look great sitting in the audience, all of our volunteers, AmeriCorps State members, AmeriCorps Vista members, Senior Corps volunteers. You look great today. Give yourselves So So I am very proud to stand here this morning with the mayor and the city councilwoman, Paul, and all of these officials of the city of Richmond to congratulate you and to commend you today on your service and your commitment to service. On behalf of of the Corporation for National and Community Service, our CEO, Wendy Spencer, we want you to know that we value you and we recognize you today for your commitment. Let all of us leave here today with a new energy, a new attitude about service. Let us encourage every person that we know to join in with us and serve our local communities. Thank you for your service throughout this year. We look forward to working with you in years to come. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Paul, for this opportunity to speak with you this morning and to wish you best wishes for the upcoming year. Enjoy the day, have fun, but let's do some service today.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Next on the agenda, we have Miss Charity Smith. Charity is a VISTA member, and she serves with the Virginia Mentoring Partnership. Charity.
I feel short. Hello, my name is Charity Smith, and I'm originally from North Carolina, which means I do have strong opinions on basketball. We can talk about that after, if you're interested, my opinions. But I moved from North Carolina to Virginia in August of last year to begin my year of VISTA service. And my role is mentor coordinator at the Youth Life Foundation, which is a local after-school mentoring program. And so that means a lot of things, primarily recruitment, site placement, new mentor trainings, anything that's helpful for building capacity for my site in particular. And to be honest, coming into the year of service, I felt pretty professionally capable. I felt ready for all the things that would be thrown at me. And then on entering, I started to realize, as I'm sure many of you do in any kind of service, that there's a lot more than what's on the job description, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And so I just have found myself stretched in incredible ways, I think on a character level, as a professional as well, but then also just in my perspective in general. And I'm really encouraged to look at this room and think about the impact that is being made through the different roles that you all have. Many of the people in this room, I have no idea what all you do, but the fact that it's meant to serve the city is really encouraging. And I just think about my personal time with Youth Life thus far, and I know that in the next couple of months of service, there are incredible moments that are going to take place, but most of those, it feels like, are stacked up in little moments. Whenever I look around our different learning centers and see different people from the community spending a couple hours each week to mentor and to train different students, those moments don't feel like a lot right then to each of them, but I know that long-term the impact that they have on this community and on each individual is going to be monumental, and that really moves and encourages me. So I'm thankful to be able to do this work. It feels like a privilege because it is, and I'm glad to get to do that alongside each of you. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Charity. You know, just as Mayor Jones said, you all are on the front lines in many ways. I know Heather Goodlett, who founded Youth Life, and it impacts kids who live not too far from here, kids who live in some dire circumstances. So the impact you all make is real. So next we have a dialogue. We have two Senior Corps members. One, Mr. Willie E. Baker. He's a foster grandparent volunteer, and also Mr. Raymond Turner, a retired and senior volunteer program member. So would you all please come out?
Between you. Okay, that'd be nice. Good morning. My name is Tony Williams, and I'm the director of the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, which is a part of Senior Corps. It is co-sponsored by the Corporation for National and Community Service and Senior Connections, the Capital Area Agency on Aging. I'm very happy to stand today with two members of Senior Corps. What is your name, sir?
My name is Willie E. Baker.
Mr. Baker? And
My name is Raymond Turner.
well, welcome. It's wonderful to have you with us this morning. And what is your volunteer activity with Senior Corps?
Well, I'm serve at Henderson Middle School as a mentor, and I've been in approximately 2 years as of the 5th of this month, past month.
And what's the name of the program?
Foster grandparent.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That's what I was going for.
Oh, so, okay.
Thank you.
You got it.
And Mr. Turner?
I function with two programs. I'm with Meals on Wheels, which is under the umbrella of Feed More. And I also work with two programs with Senior Connections, which is with the Core Group and Money Management Program.
Great. Is the core group here today?
Core Group is here today.
All right, cool. Cool. Mr. Baker, I'd just like for you to, if you can, describe what is it that you do at Henderson Middle School? When you,
I would like to think that I've touched lives. I was assigned to one individual a year ago, and I was just supposed to help them learn how to read. But now she's almost like family, and it's a thing of uplifting children. The children I deal with, they have a lot of self-esteem problems. So what I do is encourage them and try to motivate them.
absolutely. Thank you. And Mr. Turner, can you describe all of your volunteer activities?
Well, I've been volunteering with both programs 20-plus years. Meals on Wheels, I've functioned in different capacities. Currently, I volunteer primarily on Mondays as a loader, and that's getting the prepared foods from the building out to people that are preparing routes for that particular day. Some 30-some plus routes go from the site over at Feedmore. Senior Connections with the Money Management Program, I've worked with about 6 or 7 clients over the years. Currently, I've been working with the lady about 3 years. I'm a bill payer. And like I said, I've been doing that about 20 years. As a bill payer, I go in a couple of times a month, pay the bills, balance the checkbook, respond to the agency with a written report. With the core group, we function in many capacities here, going into sites, primarily senior facilities, nursing homes. You walk in, you see people of age that are grouping. When you walk out, you smile.
Mr. Baker, I would like to ask you, in your own words, why do you think volunteering is important, and what does volunteering do for you personally?
Well, the importance is to have kids, to have someone that they can depend on, they can come to, and I serve as an ambassador, so to speak. These kids, everyone's not listening to them, they have something to say, and what I'm doing is trying to encourage them to pursue whatever dream they have. Me personally, I'm celebrating 4 years as a kidney transplant patient. I was sitting home collecting dust, and a friend of mine who was in this program prior to me, she said, you need to get out of the house and go check on these kids. So I said, okay, I went in, and it's like a disease, I got the call up, so it helps me. So it gives me more incentive to do better as far as my health is concerned, because when I don't come to school, the kids want to know where was I at. Did I take my medicine? So, so I'm in the position, I can't let them down. So when I don't, if I'm going to be absent, I have to inform them a couple of days in advance that I'm not going to be able to be there, because when I come back on that Monday, where were you? And this has made a difference in my life. It gives me a new reason to live, really.
That's great. It sounds like you take care of them and they take care of you.
It's a good deal.
And Mr. Turner, would you like to answer that?
I was fortunate, I retired earlier, retired postal employee. They nudged me out the door because I'm being costly to them, I guess. But nonetheless, I looked at different options of filling time, which has been an 8-hour day and doing a whole lot of different things within the system. Working or choosing the different programs that I worked with, and I was doing 5 initially, and all of them were centered around seniors. Seniors always have held a soft spot. At the end of the day, you can't always be paid for what you do. But it was a song years ago, if I can help somebody as I pass along, it would not be paid.
Well, it is a pleasure to be here with you gentlemen today. Thank you so much for your service, and thanks for coming out today. It was wonderful hearing what you had to say about what you do. Thank you.
And I actually met Mr. Turner almost, 4 or 5 years ago here in this building when Councilman Robertson began a new quality of life initiative in Highland Park. And so if you want to see someone rake some leaves and pick up a heavy trash can and sling it, he can do it. So, but thank you, Mr. Turner, for all you've done, and you do. So next we have Miss Amanda Healy. She is the AmeriCorps Program Manager for the Office on Volunteerism and Community Service with the Virginia Department of Social Services. Please welcome Amanda to the stage.
Just don't touch it, okay. I think I can do that. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Thank you for all being here today. I want to say on behalf of the Commonwealth of Virginia and on behalf of the Department of Social Services and my colleagues, shout out, hello. You know, we are so happy to see this many people involved in service. Council members, thank you for your welcoming of AmeriCorps members in your districts. And I have to tell you, and I promised Paul I would keep an eye on the clock here. You know, you guys are really the heart and soul of national service. In our office, we go about our business on a day-to-day basis, and we talk about, well, what about the member experience? What about the community benefit? But what that all comes back to is you. You create your member experience. You create the community benefit. And what that does for me and for my colleagues, you inspire us. You inspire us every day because, as we've heard before, you're the ones out there on the front lines making the difference, affecting communities, touching lives, really touching lives. I mean, what a great opportunity for you and for the communities you serve and for the individuals you affect. So thank you for inspiring us on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. Next we have Miss Pamela Carter. So on your agenda it reads Teray Dunn, but Dunn's not able to be with us, so Pamela Carter is here instead, an AmeriCorps member with VCU America Reads. Thank you so much.
Good morning. As stated before, my name is Pamela Carter, and I am a VCU AmeriCorps America Reads member. Being an AmeriCorps member has had the biggest influence on my life. I am extremely thankful for this opportunity I have been given. When I graduated VCU, I was unsure of what I wanted to do, and when I heard about this program, I thought this is a great way to help me discover exactly what I wanted to do. Before this program, I never thought I would enter the education field. I was intimidated by the reports I would see on the news. However, all that changed once I entered the school. I am proud to say that I am going to be an elementary school teacher, and I cannot see myself doing anything else. Throughout my time with VCU AmeriCorps, I have worked with roughly 90 students as a literacy coach. I have seen students grow in amazing ways. I have seen students who at the beginning of the year have zero confidence in themselves develop confidence in all areas of education in addition to their personal lives. I have witnessed graduations, award assemblies, and I have participated in multiple events that strengthen families. I have worked with amazing teachers and received extraordinary training that has shaped me into the educator I am today. AmeriCorps for me is more than a national service. It was exactly what I needed when I needed it the most. I discovered a side of me I never knew I had. I volunteered with many organizations that reached out to the Richmond community in hopes of making it a better place for everyone. I have attended conferences and heard from people who share the same beliefs as I do about education. I may not always see the impact I have made in the Richmond community and my students, but I know it's there. When I do see it, I see it when I come into school every day. I see it when I go to the grocery stores and students I have not worked with come up to me recognizing me for the work I do in their school. I see it when I attend street cleanups or volunteer to feed the at-risk population on MLK Day. Everywhere I go, I am reminded that it's the simplest act of kindness that means the most, and that is what AmeriCorps has taught me. I am now a stronger, more confident woman than I was a year and a half ago, and I owe it to being an AmeriCorps member. Thank you.
So we've heard from an AmeriCorps member in Vista, we've heard from Senior Corps. Now we're going to hear from an alum of the program, Ms. Tammy Mobley. She was with our ACES program with the City of Richmond, and she's going to talk about life beyond national service.
Good morning. Good morning, Mayor Dwight C. Jones and Councilwoman Ellen Robertson and AmeriCorps members. 3 years ago, I submitted an application to serve as an AmeriCorps member under Action for Community Enhancement Services under the leadership of Jennifer Swinson. My service site was First Things First, and my title was Youth and Singles Program Specialist. My job included providing healthy relationship skills to the youth in Richmond Public Schools and juvenile correctional facilities. I was given the task of teaching students the importance of self-esteem, effective communication skills, forming healthy and lasting relationships, and preparing them to be our future leaders. It was a very rewarding experience. My public speaking experience as an AmeriCorps member afforded me the opportunity to speak to cabinet officials at the White House on the importance of volunteerism, and I was also able to speak on the first Mayor's Day of Recognition in 2013. As great as my AmeriCorps experience was, everyone that is currently serving as an AmeriCorps member knows that you're not going to get rich off of being an AmeriCorps member. But because of that, you have to take advantage of all additional opportunities that AmeriCorps has to offer. When your site supervisor informs you of a survey project, a networking opportunity, or a training, take advantage of it. You never know who you may encounter. Let everyone know that you are an AmeriCorps member and you are proud of it. Let them know the great work that you are doing in your community. When my service ended with First Things First, I was offered a job as a case manager for domestic violence survivors at a nonprofit organization. Because of my experience as an AmeriCorps member, the organization knew that I would be responsible and dedicated to helping others and serving the community. But 9 months into the job, First Things First gave me a call with an offer I could not refuse. They told me that since my departure, the community had asked for me to return. They told me that I made a difference in the lives of so many youth that they wanted me to lead their youth programming department and offered me a new job and a new title. I am currently the Assistant Director of Youth Programs, supervising 4 individuals, including 1 AmeriCorps member and 1 AmeriCorps alumni. So I stand here today to say to all my fellow AmeriCorps members, I know that sometimes the work outweighs your current salary, but your rewards are coming. Many people do not like their jobs, but you are different. You have the chance to use your passion to help someone in need. Just know that you are making a difference and that you are special and needed in the community that you are serving. And someday it may be you standing here speaking to other AmeriCorps members. I want to leave you with this quote from Steve Jobs. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. So keep on doing the great work. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. So next, obviously, Mayor Jones had to scoot out. He has to be somewhere else at 10 o'clock. But we do have a mayoral proclamation, and it reads as follows. Whereas service to others is a hallmark of the American character and central to how we meet our challenges, and whereas the nation's mayors are increasingly turning to national service and volunteerism as a cost-effective strategy to meet city needs, and whereas AmeriCorps and Senior Corps address the most pressing challenges facing our cities and nation, from educating students for the jobs of the 21st century and supporting veterans and military families, from preserving the environment and helping communities recover from natural disasters, to assisting senior citizens in children's programs, including such initiatives as the RSVP and Foster Grandparents Program, operated by Senior Connections, the Capital Area Agency on Aging. And whereas National Service expands economic opportunity by creating more sustainable, resilient communities and providing education, career skills, and leadership abilities for those who serve. And whereas National Service participants serve in more than 70,000 locations across the country, bolstering the civic, neighborhood, and faith-based organizations that are so vital to our economic and social well-being. And whereas National Service participants increase the impact of the organizations they serve with, both through their direct service and by recruiting and managing millions of additional volunteers. And whereas National Service represents a unique public-private partnership that invests in community solutions and leverages non-federal resources to strengthen the community impact and increase the return on taxpayer dollar. And whereas AmeriCorps members and Senior Corps volunteers demonstrate commitment, dedication, and patriotism by making an intensive commitment to service, a commitment that remains with them in their future endeavors. And whereas the Corporation for National and Community Service shares a priority with mayors nationwide to engage citizens, improve lives, and strengthen communities, and is joining with mayors across the country to support the 3rd annual Mayor's Day of Recognition for National Service on today, April 7th, 2015. Now, therefore, not I, but Mayor Dwight C. Jones, Mayor of the City of Richmond, of Virginia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, April 7th, 2015, as National Service Recognition Day in the City of Richmond, and encourage all citizens to recognize the positive impact of national service in our city, to thank those who serve, so thank you, and to find ways to give back to their community. Mayor Dwight C. Jones. So now we will be blessed by the singing and uplifting time by Senior Connections, led by, again, Mr. Tony Williams. Thank you so much. Give them another round of applause as they prepare.
Good morning. This is the Senior Connections Choral Group, and I just wanted to say a couple of words. A lot of volunteer directors and volunteer sponsors frequently talk about something called sustainability, the sustainability of a volunteer activity. Well, I'm proud to say that this volunteer activity is celebrating its 10th year this year. This is a group that I often describe as a group that is a fellowship group first and a music group second. And one other thing, this is a group of amateurs. Now, the word amateur need not have a negative connotation. A professional does something for compensation. An amateur does something for the love of it, for the joy of it. And so, if you call us a bunch of amateurs, I take that as a supreme compliment. So we have 3 selections we would like to perform for you today, and if you know these songs, feel free to just pitch in with them. Yes, it's a good day for singing a song. It's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How could anything go wrong? A good day from morning to night. Yes, it's a good day for shining the shoes. we have one more that we want to give to you, and this is about life. Okay? Closer. Cool. I don't want you to be left out of the picture. Yes, sir.
The next item is the review of service projects. So you probably already see in the back of your program, we have a list of service projects. Now, obviously, the pitter-patter that woke me up this morning told me that some of the projects weren't going to be done today, like some outdoor painting, things like that. But we do have some projects still. So as we adjourn, we're going to have those who are going to be serving out in the community. We're going to have you come over in certain areas so we can talk about what the process will be, where you'll be going, et cetera. So again, we were scheduled to wrap up at 9:35. It's 9:56, so we're a bit behind. So thanks for your patience. Thanks once again, you all, for all that you do. Again, last night, millions celebrated 2 basketball teams. And it was a good basketball game. But what you all do make a difference far beyond basketballs dribbling up and down the hardwood floor. So thank you so much on behalf of Mayor Dwight C. Jones. Thanks again, okay? Have a great day.